Cool.
Dirty who?
So how about a small history of the band?
Oh man. 1994 maybe. We fucking started making some noise, me and Mike and some friends of ours. And I started off playing the drums, and I was terrible. So they found somebody else to do it. We recorded a little demo. It was super fun. We played one show in DC with that lineup, and we trashed the place. The whole place, yeah, it was ridiculous, and a bunch of booze got stolen. It was, it was. We had a hard time getting shows after that for a while.
Yeah.
But it sounded fun at the time to do. But don't do those things. Be a nice person. And what else? Oh, so then we got a new lineup after Mikey went away to college and came back, and we started playing with PJ and Ben, me, PJ, Ben, and Mike, and Dave Prukop for a while. And we were living at the Goon House for a long time, and that place was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun shows there, and we started playing up and down the coast, Philly and New York and Connecticut and Pittsburgh and shit. And we put out 4 full-length CDs, 3 of them in the studio, and one of them's a live CD that DC XPC just put out a vinyl version of after a million years. 26 years? I don't know, something stupid like that. But anyway, what else? Been playing with Joey Nails here and Porter. We got a new drummer. His name's Kurt. And he's fucking awesome. And so it's me, Mike, Joey here, Kurt, and Porter. And
I got about 10 years in the band now.
Cool.
I lost Pat in 2022.
2023. Oh no, 2022.
December.
22. Yeah.
Lost Pat.
And we had, so he was supposed to get better, or we thought it was supposed to get better. I don't know. And I booked this great show because I was like, shit, man, we're gonna celebrate that you're cancer free. And I booked this great show with the FUs and HR band and us. And unfortunately, PJ passed away after all that got booked and promoted and stuff. And so it turned into a memorial show, and we miss him. And that show was just awesome and super weird at the same time, to be having such a great time on such a weird, shitty occasion.
A lot of memorial shows nowadays, too.
Yeah, we're that age, man. Yeah.
So what bands got you into music?
Got what?
What bands got you into music?
Oh, man. Probably, I'd have to say, in my early years, Led Zeppelin. A lot of fucking Led Zeppelin. And Van Halen. Old Van Halen. Like the first 4 records or so.
Cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love that shit. And then when I started to get into punk rock, it was, the Dead Kennedys a lot, and Black Flag a lot. And later it was like New Bomb Turks and the Makers, and Osrot. It kept me just motivated, you know what I mean? Like, kept me like in it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what your views on today DC Baltimore scene?
I can't hear you.
What are your views on the scene in DC Baltimore?
Dude, DC is doing really well. There's a lot of young bands. There's a lot of venues. Like kids are coming out like crazy. It's very fucking cool. I don't come to Baltimore as much as I used to, and I don't really know too much about what's going on here except what I hear and what I see, like in my feed, right? Like there's some hardcore bands from in town, like End It, who are awesome.
Yeah.
Who I've seen a couple of times, and I keep on seeing video of, the soundstage jam packed with kids going ape shit. So That's a good sign for sure.
Cool. Favorite clubs to play back in the day?
Back in the day, Coffee House for sure was so much fun.
The old Auto Bar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
New Auto Bar is great too, but the old Auto Bar was a lot of fun.
Yeah. We used to play there a lot, and the Sidebar a lot.
Yeah.
And I think Sidebar is coming back sometime, right? Like they've been doing
Suppose,
Yeah,
renovations
shout out to
or
Rachel
something.
Taft.
Yeah.
Trying to bring
that
that
back,
shit,
yeah.
So Joe, you were in Roger Band and your tour with Good Charlotte.
Yes.
How was that?
That was wild, man.
Right.
It was insane to play in that environment, completely foreign environment where everything's catered and there's huge back rooms and like it's wild. But I'll tell you, man, those kids treated us with respect, and that was the reason they brought us on. Because they were like, we want to, you know. It wasn't even so much about gaining street cred for them. They were like, we know who we are. We know we're a pop band. We want to like pull other people up, pull real people up, whatever, you know. So
Cool.
It was a really cool experience, to be honest with you. But
I met one of those guys in 2004 when we were doing Warp Tour. Like he came out because he heard we were a DC band, and at the after hours party, and you know, he was perfectly friendly. It was kind of weird. He had like a handler, I guess, who was like, "We have to go now," so he took him away. I'm like, "All right, well, nice to meet you."
Yeah. So how was Warped Tour?
Oh, Warp Tour was grueling. Like
Work?
well, yeah, man. 4 hours of sleep a night, 8-hour drives every day, and
a true grind.
a true grind. Yeah, man. Like
Yeah.
you got to be there at 8 a.m. every day. We were, you know, the dregs, right? We're like bottom of the barrel human beings on this fucking tour. Like the merch guy, you know, we would set up our merch somewhere and he would just kind of come by and be like, not here. And he wouldn't tell us where to take it.
Yeah.
Like, all right, fine. So we go find another spot. He's like, no, not here. Like, fuck you. All right, go find another spot. And fucking by the time, you know, you've done that like 3-4 times,
Cool.
he's finally too busy or whatever to tell you to get lost again. So then you set up and you then, you know, get a shower, get some food, whatever. There's a band whose job it is to prepare breakfast for people just for tips. And the tour provides the actual food, all the ingredients.
Oh, so they feed you on that?
Kinda. Like
Kinda.
you pay, you throw tips at them, and you
Yeah.
can get fed off of that. And then there's another band who drags a big barbecue behind them. And then after everybody breaks down and loads up, and you know you've got time to kill before the 8-hour stretch to get to the next spot. Everybody just throws down in the parking lot, has a party. They break out the grill, and again they cook food for tips, which is awesome. I assume the tour provides the grub there too. But yeah, it was rough. So like you get some breakfast or something, and then they don't tell you what time or what stage you're gonna play until right before the gates open.
Yeah.
And we printed out these little flyers that just had a blank for the stage name and a blank for the time, and just, you know, a blurb about who we were, and like, come see us fucking play. And so as soon as we'd find out, we'd sit there and just fill out 1,000,000 of them, right? With a fucking marker, just fill them out with a fucking hectics, and then run to the fucking gate. And like every kid with like a mohawk or a black flag tattoo, you know, you just fucking stick a flyer in their face. And then when you run out, you go back to the merch table, and we had a little boombox and some big can headphones, and we were just put a fucking Goon CD in there, and just as people are walking by, who wants to listen to DC hardcore? And just stick it on their heads, and then they would buy some CDs and some T-shirts, and yeah, it was a lot of fun, man, but definitely grueling. And then you go play for 15 minutes on a stage that's 6 inches tall to people who are wandering by on their way to the band that they actually want to see, you know, and trying to get their attention and make them uncomfortable so that they remember.
Yeah.
And then and then you pack it all up, put it back in the van, go back to the merch table, and harass people again until the show's over.
Cool.
And then you drink in the parking lot for a while. And
Cool. So what are some of the songs about?
whew, man.
I like the new one. We have a new 7-inch out.
Yeah.
A couple months old, but It's called Mars, and the song is called Mars, and it's sort of who's going to be the first to live on Mars.
Yeah.
You know, since we're going in that direction.
It's that race to make a mess.
You know? Like, what are we going to fuck up next?
For real? Yeah. There's that song on there called Mars, yeah. And also Breathe, which is a little more personal, I guess, about trying to figure out how to just make it through shitty stuff, you know what I mean? How to just kind of breathe through it and fucking deal. Yeah. Sometimes you get wrapped up around the axle about some stupid shit and it's fucking pointless. If you just shut up and breathe through it, it won't fucking matter, you know what I mean? Or you'll figure it out. Yeah.
So you got any cool tour stories? Old tour stories?
Pardon?
You got any cool tour stories?
Oh, tour stories. We played, the one time we played in Des Moines, Iowa. This is the only time I have ever been to Des Moines, Iowa. We parked our bus. I got out. We were a block and a half or something from a 7-Eleven. And I walked down to the 7-Eleven, and there's this dude standing outside the 7-Eleven, and I notice him kind of clock me, right? And I notice him too. I'm like, okay, what? I don't know. And I go inside and I get, what I'm gonna get at the 7-Eleven, and I notice him kind of at the window watching me do my shit in there. And I'm like, this guy's gonna talk shit to me or try to rob me or hustle me or something. So I'm like, all right. Yeah, my fucking change is in my pocket. I'm ready to go. Let's see what the fuck this dude's got for me. So I go out there and he just asks me, where I'm from and what's going on. And I'm like, well, we're from DC and we're playing a show at this club down the street. And he was like, oh, wow, you guys are on tour. I'm like, yeah. He's like, wow, do you guys carry heat while you're on tour? I'm like, huh? So what are you fucking talking about? It's like, do you have a gun? I'm like, no. Like, what are you fucking talking? Why? I don't need a fucking gun to go on tour, man. Like, no. What? No.
That's asking for trouble.
Yeah, man. So
in the van? Come on.
So then he tries to sell me a gun, right? And then when I tell him I don't want a gun, he asks me if I want to buy some pills. And I'm like, well, I like to, back then I used to enjoy sometimes to take a little Vicodin here and there, maybe take the edge off the day. And he's like, oh, yeah, I've got these pills. They're probably Vicodin. I'm like, no, dude. What are you, am I going to buy mystery pills from you, dude? Like, get away from me. Yeah. But he fucking followed me all the way back to the club and then just wandered off. Like, Des Moines, Iowa. Who the fuck knew, man? I've lived in D.C. my entire life. No rando has tried to sell me a gun. I have had people point guns at me. I've come to Baltimore and had people point guns at me. I have never had somebody try to sell me. Yeah, fucking weird, man. You see weird shit on tour.
So you got any plans for the future?
We got some great shows this fucking summer in New York and Philly and New Brunswick and York, PA. I want to book a show into the South coming up soon, maybe in the fall. I want to do like 3 days with our friends the Crystal Spiders from Raleigh because they're fucking rad. We want to do a split 7-inch with them. We got a little hung up when we had to get a new drummer, so we got to relearn that tune so we can go record it with them. And then just to write more tunes and put out more shit. Like, yeah.
Cool. Any last words? Cool. Thanks.